This is an essay I wrote a while back, so let's see. What does it mean to be kind to yourself? I sat in a room with other teenagers, drug addicts, anorexics, bulimics, you name it. Not one of us could think of an answer. All we knew was, if you want to be kind to yourself, don't do what we do. I was 17 years old, just waiting for the minute when my heart would suddenly give up, or for the minute that my body collapsed from exhaustion, or maybe for my esophagus to rupture. I had not been kind to myself in years. As we sat there, staring at anything besides the therapist, our nails, the wall, the ceiling, she sighed. "Nick," she started, "are you being kind to yourself when you do drugs?" "No," he mumbled. "Kristina, are you being kind to yourself when you starve yourself?" "No." I was tempted to say yes. Starving would get me thinner, but I knew better. We went on to discuss how to actively be kind to ourselves. For me, I had to eat without purging. I had to look in the mirror and point out something that I liked about myself. I had to beat my eating disorder. But it goes on. To be kind to yourself, you have to learn how to say no. You have to relax when you get too stressed. You need to allow yourself that second piece of cake because you're beautiful whether or not you eat it today. I would tell the world, be kind to yourself. A lot of you who are recovering from eating disorders have a lot of trouble being kind to yourself. Maybe you are like me and haven't been kind to yourself in a really long time. But it's important and very vital to your recovery. You have to learn to be as kind to yourself as you are to others. You have to learn how to take care of yourself by battling those negative thoughts that tell you, "Oh, I'm so fat. Oh, I'm so useless. Oh." You have to stop them. You have to stop the thoughts and say, "I am beautiful. I am worth something. And I am going to save the world." The last one is my personal motto, because I want to be a psychiatrist and help others. But it's hard to be kind to yourself if after so many years you've just learned that you deserve a second chance and no one else does. When I tried to go back to school after my recovery in quotes here, because it was just the beginning and I was still having relapses. When I tried to go back to school, they said, "It's too late in the year. You'll never make it." That was my junior year. I ended up finishing my junior year after a lot of legal threats. I ended up finishing it and then deciding, you know what, they didn't even want to give me a chance, so I'm going to give myself a chance. I got my GED and started at college. I learned college is much better for me than high school was. There's less pressure, and I'm being challenged enough so that I'm actually interested in those subjects. I don't advise you to drop out of school and start college right away. It's your personal choice. But that was part of being kind to myself. I had to get out of the negative environment that was making me unhappy. And now I'm more or less fully recovered, and I'm kind to myself every day. I have here Subway, Eat Fresh. And it is it is a non-diet Coke. It's Dr. Pepper specifically, because I love Dr. Pepper and I don't drink it too often, but it's amazing how better you feel when you allow yourself simple things like that. Be kind to yourself every day and be kind to others. But to save the world, you have to start with yourself. I know this is a little random, especially if you look back at my other videos that are all about my books, but I thought this was an important topic to discuss. It's also a topic I'll be referencing in my book, One Meal at a Time. And if you need help learning how to be kind to yourself, don't be afraid to ask for it. Don't be afraid to go to a therapist and say, "I don't know how to stop beating myself up." You have to change your whole thought process, and it's hard without help. I couldn't do it without the help of my therapist or my friends or, the help of writing my own book and realizing that my heart breaks every time I hear someone is starving themselves or purging. I don't know if I'll be cut out for being a therapist for eating disorders because I'll see too much of myself in others and I'll probably start crying in the session. But I care about it and I'm passionate about it. So I'm going to repeat this again before I sign off. Be kind to yourself.